Hi Yogi, DJ Americo here. Today we're going to be going through a modification for chaturanga so that as you go through your vinyasa flows, again, this is another option that you have so that it feels a little smoother. You can start to build up the core strength and the upper body strength that the true version of chaturanga dandasana actually needs so that you don't injure your neck, your shoulders, your wrists. I'm going to show you some of the things that sometimes happen when you try to do chaturanga without kind of pulling in some of those muscles and why that's going to create a little bit of injury. Then I'm going to give you the modification so that as you're in class, you can still continue to go through your flow just like with everybody else, but it's not going to hurt and you're going to create strength as opposed to just kind of collapsing down into it. And then again, hopefully that'll help you deepen your practice, make a deeper connection with your body, allow you to move with your breath, which is what we do in a vinyasa practice. And then eventually you can take those stepping stones and create a new version of each pose for yourself every time you practice. So let's begin in child's pose. So as you come into child's pose, stretch your arms out nice and long, press your hands down into the ground, and for a moment let your forehead drop. Keep your arms very straight. Press your hands down and like slightly forward so that you get that nice stretch. You start to feel your back engage. Engage your lower belly muscles. We call this Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha. So it's the muscles below your belly button, just drawing upward, not sucking in your gut, but just having a little bit of a lift through those muscles there. On your next inhale, come forward into a modified plank. So you'll notice I don't have like a tilting of my butt up in the air. I'm scooping my tailbone slightly down, shifting my weight so that my hips are in line with my shoulders and the backs of my knees. And I've got shoulders over wrists. This is the alignment that you want. As you exhale, bend your elbows narrowly against your body and just come halfway down. That's a modified chaturanga. Knees are on the ground, belly is pulled up and in. I'm pressing my hands down and I'm pulling my heart forward. Straighten your arms. Try that again. Exhale, halfway down. Not as low as to have your shoulders below your elbows, but just enough so that there's like a 90-degree bend. Straighten your arms. Come back to child's pose. That will help to cultivate some of the core and some of the upper body strength that you need for the full version of chaturanga, which is knees off the ground, and you come halfway down. So for now, continue that. As you inhale forward, shoulders over wrists, knees stay down, hips in line with your shoulders and your knees. See, not too high, not too low, but just right. Come halfway down, exhale. Straighten your arms, inhale, child's pose, exhale. So some of the downfalls of trying to do chaturanga dandasana, if you don't already have that strength cultivated, what happens is this. Instead of coming down with a plank-like body, usually what happens is you start to shrug your shoulders, you lower your chest and your hips and your thighs, but the arms aren't actually bending. The body feels like it's getting closer to the ground, but not because of the bend in the elbows. So what we go for is a scoop up of the belly, a bend. And from there, then you can take your up dog, down dog. Or for a modified flow, inhale forward, drop your knees, tuck your elbows to your ribs. This time come all the way down. Notice how my hands stay underneath my shoulders. This is a good alignment for a cobra. Lift your heart. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. Keep squeezing your elbows towards each other. And from there, tuck your toes, hands and knees, and downward facing dog. Inhale forward, knees down, elbows to ribs lower. Inhale, cobra, stay low. Exhale, hands and knees, down dog. So as you go through your flow in your class, decide. You might do a full chaturanga dandasana and then your arms and your core is exhausted. So next time, take it on your knees. No worries, drop a knee. I do it sometimes myself. Namaste.